All right, guys, welcome back. It was a pretty good day today. I didn't trade personally, but me and Jordan made a great watch list last night. Me and Jordan, my partner here, and today was awesome to watch it play through. I went to go for a trade, but I missed it because I actually got priced out of it because I couldn't get leverage on it, so I couldn't even get 200 shares really. So quickly going to go through the watch list and then recap Jordan's trade, and then that'll be it. So we had CALI, BNTC, SHIP, GBR, DFN, and OREX on our watch list from last night from our after-hours scan. 54%, 34%, 32%, 18%, and 12%. A lot of that percentage was gobbled up in pre-market, but these stocks moved today. They moved after hours, they moved pre-market, and they had quick moves today. OREX not so much, but we were actually looking at OREX for the short. So let's just go through these one by one. Let's start with DFFN, and I'll show you what we were looking for, and then we can go from there. So we popped up here in the pre-market. We came up, and then we wanted to break a high of 473. We didn't get that, obviously, but this set up a nice ABCD kind of play here with higher lows, and then when it finally broke here, we saw almost a red to green move, and then sellers took profit, and that was it. They were gone. So quick little play on that. If you'd watched it through midday coming into lunch there, 10:43 was the breakout. So you would have had a nice little 40-cent move here. You could have gotten in probably around 410 with a stop around 405 down to $4. That would have been a nice little stop, because once we came and popped out of here, we kind of held that $4 mark and grinded up, and then we popped up to make almost a new high a day. Didn't quite get there, and then we sold off. So that was DFFN. GBR, I know Jordan was watching this out of the gates. He wanted it really badly. It didn't really pop. It couldn't get over the pre-market highs, so it sold off and came down. But it offered up a play for a short if you were paying attention. So nothing too crazy here. The action was mainly last night in the after hours. CALI is, BNTC, that's what I was watching out of the gate. I got priced out of it almost right away, so I started watching BNTC. It kind of leveled off a little bit, and then we had two quick pops here and a bit of grinding, and as soon as I got to around 450, I was priced out of this stock. I only got a $915 account. I couldn't take any leverage on it, so 200 shares. I wanted to actually play 250 to 3 today. I had that little loss yesterday on 200 shares, so wanted to try and recap a little bit. So grinded up, made some moves here, a couple of flags, little sell-off, little quick consolidation, then kind of moved and grinded along that 9 exponential moving average. Came up here to find $5, sold off quickly, bounced off, and then it found its footing here around the $0.50, just over the $0.50 here, and then it popped up and then stopped here at the $0.50 on 550, and then sold off for the rest of the day. So it was a really nice trade. It could have been. I watched it. It closed 29 cents, 29% on the day, but I believe up here it was sitting around. I think it was sitting around 60 or 70% at the time. So really wish I'd gotten in there. I didn't. Some of my notes on it were resistance at 250 is what I was looking for. Oh, sorry, no, that was CALI. I was looking for resistance and support levels here at 310 and 320 and 344 as soon as it came out. But yeah, I didn't pull the trigger and I didn't get in. So that's all right. No trade sometimes is a good trade. So Jordan was on CALI, and this is the one we really liked. I'll show you his little screenshot here. 300 shares. He got in at 305 and sold at 319. So just cover the trade real quick. I'll show you why we were looking at it. So we found it last night. It had actually made a nice little move yesterday, popped up, and it did, what did it do here? It did 52, did about a 40-cent move yesterday, but that's not what we were concerned with. We were looking at this nice gap fill. We had a really big sell-off. I don't think we found any news of why we had this sell-off, so we were kind of wondering, what was this? What caused this? This is some sort of auto parts company or something, so we thought maybe some U.S. influence or something. So anyways, we were really interested in that. We looked back. We'd seen as a former runner, it's taken some big moves in the past, and You can see all those spikes in the past, nice big gap ups. So we thought, all right, this could be a good play. Let's see what it does. So Jordan watched it all day, I believe, for the most part. And then he watched it for most of the day. And I'll show you where he found his move. So out of the gates, it didn't do much. Popped up, kind of grinded along the 9 move average. Came up here, found a high at 240, which we had pegged it as resistance at 250 from the pre-market and previous resistance levels going back, I believe, I don't know, 6-7 days. So he was messaging me, telling me, oh, it's going to make a new high, it's going to make a new high. He didn't get in on this move, which is unfortunate because it was a really nice move. Popped up, it grinded up here, grinded up, and then it popped up to make a new high day. And that was it. It took off to the races, slammed into $3, and then it made a pullback. And so he set a buy stop limit just over $3. I believe that at $3.03 with a trigger at 305. So this thing kind of came down here, and I was looking at it because it had a put in a bottom here at 273, and I was kind of hanging around these 280s. I thought, oh, maybe I should get in 280 with a stop at 273 because that was the lowest bottom. And then it came down here, touched this 276. Yeah, it's a lower high, but I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stay out of it. The spread would look a little bit bigger, but Jordan, he was smart. He placed his buy stop limit just above the $3 mark because you can see it tossed it here. And if he didn't get in, and it fell over, rolled over and went down, he would have just sold and, or not sold, sorry, he would have just canceled his order and not even been in the trade. But it popped, it made it over, and it made it up in a quick couple 2 candles. And I watched the trade on my computers on the level 2. Came right up here, and he had his sell limit set for 319, and it came right up here. I saw it hit 325 on the ask, and the bid came right in behind it. And as soon as I texted him, I said, text him 325 on the ask, and he texted me back, boom, right away. So that was actually his first NASDAQ trade, I believe. Yeah, it was. It was his first NASDAQ trade in a smaller account similar to mine. We're both set up smaller USD NASDAQ accounts, and we're just kind of trying to move through this, progress through it together, build watch lists every night together, and just play them out in the daytime. Yes, granted, this came back, pulled back, touched the $3 a couple times, and moved up to a high of 361. But you never know how high it's going to go. He saw a nice little move through here, nice little build up, caught some momentum, and he had his buy stop limit set just right where it needed to be. 303. That way, if it popped up, it would grab it, and it kept going because we saw it already try to break it once. If it tries to get it again and gets over it, there's a pretty good chance that it's going to make a quick little run. I usually think when it breaks the whole dollar, it makes a quick run up to about 320 around there. So he placed his profit sell for $3.19, and he got it. And he took down $42, I believe. So he was happy. Nice green trade. This was a $3 prior resistance level, and you can see it came down here, came under, and it kind of respected that for the rest of the day. So that was our recap for the watch list and the trades that we took today. And yeah, that's all I got. So we're gonna make a watch list here in a bit, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the chat and trading rooms. Okay, bye.